A dangerous mountain descent usually begins before the driver realizes there is a problem. The truck approaches the grade too fast. The wrong gear is selected. The service brakes are used to control every mile of the descent. Then the brakes become hotter, the truck becomes faster, and the driver begins running out of options. In this video, we will explain how to prepare for a steep grade, control downhill speed, prevent brake fade, and use an emergency escape ramp when braking power is lost. Mountain safety starts with knowing what is ahead. Before reaching the mountain, review the route for long climbs, steep descents, sharp curves, chain requirements, brake check areas, and emergency escape ramps. As you approach the downgrade, watch for signs showing the grade percentage, the length of the descent, and any recommended or required truck speed. A 6% grade means the road drops approximately 6 feet for every 100 feet traveled horizontally, but the percentage alone does not determine your safe speed. You must also consider the truck's total weight, the length of the grade, the road surface, traffic, visibility, and weather. A speed that felt comfortable with an empty trailer may be too fast with a heavy load in rain or snow. When a brake check area is available, use it. Stop in the designated location and secure the vehicle correctly. Confirm that the air pressure is within the normal operating range and that no low air warning is active. Look and listen for air leaks. Inspect accessible hoses, tires, wheels, brake components, and the tractor-to-trailer connection. Check the cargo securement or trailer doors as appropriate for the load. Review the grade information and identify where the escape ramps are located before moving. Never continue onto a steep downgrade with a known brake, tire, air pressure, or securement problem. A brake check area is your final controlled opportunity to identify a defect before gravity begins working against the truck. Select your downhill speed before the truck begins accelerating. The posted highway speed is not automatically the correct speed for a loaded tractor-trailer. Your safe speed must allow the truck to remain controlled without depending on continuous service brake pressure. Slow down before the crest and select the proper low gear while the truck is still under control. Do not wait until speed has already built before attempting a major downshift. At excessive speed, the transmission may not accept the lower range, and the driver may lose the engine braking effect that was needed to control the descent. Never coast downhill in neutral. Some drivers were once taught to descend in the same gear used to climb the mountain. That is not dependable for every modern truck. Know the correct operating procedure for your engine, transmission, and braking system. Once the truck is in the proper range, use the braking effect of the engine as the primary method of controlling downhill speed. The engine brake or other retarding system reduces the amount of work required from the service brakes. It does not remove the need for the service brakes, but it helps preserve them for controlled speed reductions, traffic, curves, and emergencies. Select the retarding level appropriate for the grade, vehicle, and manufacturer's instructions. Watch the road, speedometer, and engine speed. A controlled truck should descend steadily. It should not repeatedly accelerate far beyond the selected speed and then require aggressive braking. Remember that the engine brake acts through the drive wheels. On wet, icy, or snow-covered pavement, retarding force can contribute to a loss of traction. Follow the instructions for your specific vehicle and turn the retarder off when required by conditions or manufacturer guidance. Even with the correct gear and engine brake setting, the truck may gradually return to the safe speed you selected. When it reaches that speed, apply the service brakes firmly enough to feel a definite, controlled slowdown. Maintain one steady application until the truck has slowed approximately 5 miles per hour below the selected safe speed. Then release the service brakes completely. As the truck gradually returns to the selected speed, repeat the process when necessary. Here is an example. Suppose 40 miles per hour is the safe speed for that particular truck. Load, grade, and weather. Allow the truck to reach 40. Apply steady braking pressure and gradually reduce the speed to approximately 35. Then release the service brakes while the engine continues controlling the descent. 40 miles per hour is only an example. It is not a universal safe mountain speed. Do not rapidly pump the brake pedal. Do not repeatedly stab the brakes during a normal controlled descent, and do not hold light pressure on the service brakes for the entire mountain. Continuous pressure produces continuous heat. Braking converts the truck's movement into heat. The braking system can handle substantial heat, but excessive use can overwhelm it. With drum brakes, extreme heat can reduce the friction of the brake linings and cause the drums to expand. The brake shoes must then move farther to contact the drum, and the truck may require more pressure while producing less braking force. Brake fade can develop gradually. The driver may notice that the truck is returning to speed more quickly, that more pedal pressure is required, or that the vehicle no longer produces the expected slowdown. A hot odor or smoke near a wheel may also indicate a serious brake problem. Do not continue testing fading brakes while the truck gains speed. Begin looking for the escape ramp immediately. Steep grades often include sharp curves. Reduce speed before entering the curve, not after the truck is already committed to it. Heavy braking while turning can reduce traction, and excessive speed increases the force pushing the truck toward the outside of the curve. A high center of gravity vehicle may need to enter below the passenger vehicle advisory speed. Look through the curve, stay inside your lane, and avoid sudden steering, braking, or acceleration. In rain, snow, or ice, slow down much earlier, increase following distance, and make every control input smoothly. Do not use cruise control on a slippery mountain road. When conditions exceed the safe capability of the vehicle or driver, stop at the first safe location. Reaching the destination later is better than losing control while trying to continue. When the service brakes are no longer controlling the truck, an available escape ramp is usually the safest stopping option. Do not pass the ramp because you hope the brakes will recover. Every second of delay can allow gravity to add more speed. Activate the hazard flashers, maintain steering control, and align the truck with the entrance as early as possible. Enter the ramp straight and remain committed. Deep gravel, sand, an uphill slope, or a combination of these features will slow the vehicle. Keep the seatbelt fastened, hold the steering wheel firmly, and continue steering straight until the truck stops. The ramp may damage equipment, but it can save the driver and everyone below the grade. Before every mountain descent, know the route, inspect the truck, choose the speed, select the gear early, and use engine braking to protect the service brakes. Slow before curves, adjust for weather, and never pass an escape ramp when the brakes are failing. Mountain driving is not about reaching the bottom quickly. It is about reaching it safely.